Get ready with me whilst I tell you about the worst cosmetic surgery I ever had. I almost lost my nose. So this was about 3 years ago and I was just dumb. To be honest, I saw that Bella Hadid got a fox eye lift done, allegedly, and I was like, yeah, I want that. I didn't just get a fox eye lift though, I got it done in 3 different areas on my face. They basically put threads underneath your skin and then pull so it tightens. It's quite rough actually. Also, I spent £2,000 in total. I left the clinic thinking everything was fine, and then a month later my nose was a mess. The surgery went wrong, didn't it? So the woman who did my fox eye lift didn't cut the thread short enough, so it was still sticking out my nose, but I thought it was just a spot. Just wait for it, it gets worse by the way. Oh my god, imagine I go back to the clinic to ask for help, she looks at me and I'm like, yeah, you didn't cut it short enough, and she goes, oh, bless you. Like, first of all, this is your fault. Second of all, I don't need blessing. I need you to help prevent my nose from falling off. And cut it down. I went home and it was still not short enough. Like, the thread was still sticking out my nose. I've done my brows like way too bold. Anyway, the most awful thing about this entire story is one night I'd had enough and I just had this overwhelming urge to squeeze my nose. So I squeezed my nose and threads fired out of my nose. Like, my body was literally next level rejecting it. I was in agony for the 3 months, by the way, that it was healing. In other words, the woman hadn't cut the thread short enough. Anyway, I'm just grateful that it healed and my nose didn't fall off, but I am now left with this little scar.
Oh my god. First off, I know exactly who that TikToker is. Like, she's really like well known on social media for like her surgeries. Like, she had a lot of surgeries a couple of years ago. And she's been known to have like really bad things happen to her by accident. But that, I remember reading something about that nose, like what happened. Oh my god, the fact she had to squeeze it out, and how patronising for someone to be like, oh bless you. Like, it's your job at the end of the day, you know. If someone's paying you a certain amount of money to get surgery, they trust you, that like their life is in your hands. If you can't do your job properly, then you shouldn't be in that profession. Sounds a bit nasty and rude for me, but a lot of women, you know, if they want plastic surgery, then that's their choice, that's their money, that's their body, and has nothing to do with you / affect you. So, me personally, I wouldn't get it done, but I don't judge her for having it done. You know, it's her life, it's her body, and she wants it, and she can have it. But to be trolled on the internet, which I remember like reading about it ages ago, people being nasty, but to be trolled on the internet and then to find out that the woman hasn't even like cut the thread out of your nose, it's just horrific, and she's left with a scar which isn't even her fault. That is horrendous.